Hello everyone, Mark here, Mark's Max Muscle, and we're looking at Dexter Jackson and Max Charles, and I'm sure a collective sigh of relief just went over the world. I have had a request for this one umpteen dozen times from twice as many people as I get the requests, which is impossible if you do the math, but it doesn't matter, guys. I'm sure most of you are pretty pleased to see this comparison and probably wondering why I did not do it until now. Well, to be honest, I'm afraid. I'm afraid that Dexter Jackson, he could be outgunned here. Max Charles, he may have the answer to all of Dexter Jackson's poses. Dexter looks good here in the arms. Well, he's slightly atrophy in his left arm, so definitely taking that into consideration. But he has, he has the lats, I guess. But other than that, guys, Max Charles with those abs, and of course he's a lot taller. Usually Max losing in the lag department, but not really in this case, so I would probably give him the front double bicep. Front lat spread, however, Max, I would have no problem giving him this one as well, due to the conditioning, the size, waistline, but look at his left lat. Yes, his left lat, that's his right lat. His right lat's gone. It's missing. Definitely you're taking note of that. Other than that, though, he has Dexter Jackson outgunned. And I'm afraid to give this one to the overall victory, that is, to Max Charles. But there's plenty of poses to go. Side chest development. Dexter, he has the proportions here when you look at the legs, the upper body, lower body, really matches well. Whereas Max Charles, slightly little too small in the lag department to match that massive upper body. But other than that, he is giving Dexter Jackson one heck of a matchup here in the upper body, like I said. The chest, arms, a little bit of a pointy elbow there for Max Charles. And yes, I do take note of little things like that when you're judging these. A little bit of stomach distension for Dexter Jackson, I do believe. There is no side tricep I could find of Dexter Jackson, which is quite confusing. So straight on into the back shots. And Dexter, he is winning. His conditioning is much better. Hamstrings, glutes, lower back. He has the tie-ins, the muscle separation. But he is so gosh darn small compared to Big Max. Big Mac. And if Max had slightly tighter glutes, I would give him this one, just due to that width of those lats. We know he doesn't have the muscle separation, traps, things of that nature. Dexter, he's a more perfect athlete. But does the size not mean anything to you anymore? You, the judges? Rear double bicep pose. And it's definitely a more perfect pose, a more perfect shot for Dexter Jackson. You can see the lines, the tie-ins, everything's just perfect. Lower back, lat insertions. Looks like he has eyeballs on his lats, for goodness sakes. And, of course, the glutes. Conditioning. Glutes a little tighter this time for Max Charles in the rear double bi than they were for the rear lat. Gotta get to working on flexing those glutes, Max. They count that against you as conditioning. But anyway, Dexter Jackson, he's much smaller, much smaller, but winning both back shots, in my opinion. Ab and thigh, guys. It looks like Max Charles is running roughshod over Dexter Jackson in most all of the shots, aside from the back shots, of course. And we can assume that he'd probably win the side tricep as well. Dexter Jackson, a little bit of a Buddha belly here. And I have to say, Max Charles, on the other hand, dream wrapped in a blanket. As far as those abs are concerned, structurally, he's winning. And food for thought, he's winning in the leg department as well. That's crazy when you think about it. So, Max, winning a lot of poses, guys. I'm afraid to give him the overall. But when you look at the most muscular, if it was close, this is a showstopper. In my opinion, Max Charles, supreme upper body, supreme abs, just altogether better than Dexter Jackson in a lot of the poses. I would have give Dexter both back shots in the front lat spread, but other than that, Max Charles probably winning. So it is a very close one. But do I dare give Max Charles the win here? Yes, I dare. His conditioning was just all that much better, I think, than Dexter Jackson from the front, that is. Of course, those glutes would have you believe the other way around, but hey, you got to count those abs for something, guys. Max Charles, just unbelievable. I'm sure this will be a criticized decision, but this was the Olympia version for Dexter Jackson. Probably wasn't the best. But anyway, guys, I'm sure you've been waiting for a long time for this one. Like I said, got a lot of requests for it, so hit thumbs up on it if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel. Have a great day.